Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Ryan, Rigs of Death Metal. Today my guest is Jason of Bringers of Disease and Darkness Undying. Also played live with Acheron,
Yeah,
a favorite around these parts. Jason, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
Doing great. Enjoying my weekend and trying to get some projects done that I've been way too lazy about.
Yeah, I feel that.
Hell yeah. And you just got off work at your record store. You want to plug that real quick? Huh? See
Well,
what I
it's
did
not
there?
my record store, but
No?
I enjoy working there. It's
Okay.
Catacombs Records here, or Catacomb Records in Dayton. Uh, Primarily black and death metal, but we got some doom and some grind and a little bit of crust and traditional heavy metal, and there's a bit of everything metal related.
Hell yeah.
Uh, pretty badass, man. Our area had been void of a place for our ilk to go buy records for a long time, man. And Headquarters Music was the old one, and that closed years ago,
Hmm.
unfortunately. But for my generation, where that was our hub.
Yeah.
And then now seeing this has been here for 4 years, and getting to see all the stoked little heads come in and learn about some good metal and keep the shit alive.
Hell yeah. Love to see it. I always one of my wife's favorite things to do when traveling abroad is just check out any cool record store, especially if they cater to the underground.
Yes.
And on this recent trip, I actually looked up Catacomb. I was going to try to make the drive, but it was a little too far out of our way for this one. But
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
soon,
anytime, bro. You got a place here.
fuck yeah,
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
that.
Absolutely.
We the play the town I live in. We got a couple record stores. There's one that my buddy his family runs it called Orbits. It's really sick. I actually picked up a copy of one of my favorite records possibly my favorite record of all time. Uh, Vital Remains, Dechristianize.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
never
man.
thought I'd find it on vinyl and
Yeah.
got lucky.
Fuck that title track, dude.
Oh, dude.
It's a fucking masterpiece, man.
It's so epic.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like you
That's I was a fan of that band prior, the more raw kind of aspect that they had. That was just killer
Mhm.
death metal.
Oh yeah.
Killer satanic death metal. And then when Dechristianized came out, it was like, holy fuck, man! Like this shit could have been set to like some big like a movie score. Uh,
Yeah.
God damn, that's a great album.
Yeah. I remember that and Deicide, like the first time I heard either, which of course, both records featuring both
Glenn.
bands,
Yeah,
featuring Glenn. Um, for those that may have slept on Vital, you know,
yeah, yeah.
which really you just got to check out Dechristianize and Icons of Evil. Forever Underground's pretty good.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah. It's a good one.
yeah, but
Uh, I
yeah.
I saw them do Dechristianized at Milwaukee Metal Fest,
Ooh.
and it was God. Was that where it was? Man, maybe. Fuck. Now I'm questioning my sanity. I saw it happen. That might have been at Bogarts in Cincinnati too.
Hmm.
Those are very different places,
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure one of those places I saw that shit.
sure. Man, I love Bogarts. I've been there a bunch over the years. It's
Yeah.
it's crazy how like every time I go there, it's just more and more up to date. And it is just so fucking nice now.
Bro, I haven't been in there in a long, long time.
Yeah.
Uh, I did see one of the most gnarly things I've ever seen at a Slayer show there,
Hmm.
and maybe in like late '90s. I want to say it was like '98, '99, something like that. I can't remember who the fuck they were playing with either, but those big front of house speakers on either side of the stage. They were
Yeah.
jamming, dude, and the show was getting closer to the end. And it was back in the day when the Slayer shows were nuts. And Jeff Hanneman runs over to Tom and he like nudges him and he's pointing up. And I look over where he's pointing, and there's a dude on top of those big speakers. And security standing at the bottom looking up, going like, well, what the fuck do we do now? You know? How'd that guy even get up there? And they were watching him, man, and that dude fucking jumped, and he jumped at the worst possible fucking time. And he gave everybody below him way too much time to think about the impact. I was on the other side of I was on the right hand side of the club, and he was on the left. I was like at the top where you go down the steps there to go to the bathroom. And I could feel that motherfucker hit the floor
Mm.
from all the way across, dude. And when we left, he was out front, leaned up against the wall, unconscious, and blood coming out of his ears and shit. But I
Uh,
mean, that was the Slayer show, you know.
God,
It's
I
cool.
yeah, I don't. I've been in some shows where there were some accidents that took place outside, but nothing. I don't think I've seen anybody. You know, straight up. Um, we're gonna be on YouTube, so
Oh, I should probably watch
an
my language, huh?
no, I was no. I was gonna say an unalive dive. How about
Oh
that?
yeah, yeah. I think he would. I never saw in the papers that like it went the other direction. So I'm
Okay.
assuming the dude was able to put his feet on the ground under his own volition at some
Mm,
point in his life after that day. But I don't
that-
know.
that's good.
Either way, it's a great story.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
Yeah,
what?
that was a wild one, man.
Yeah, even today, speaking through like his jaw being wired shut, he's like talking about the great Slayer show that he went to.
Man, one time I jumped off the fucking speakers. Tyler Ryle was pointing at me, and Jeff Hanneman was laughing, and it was badass.
Oh,
It's it's why I love this shit, man. This heavy metal shit. You know,
that's awesome.
the things we do and think is cool.
That's so sick.
Yeah,
Well, dude,
yeah.
uh let's dive right in. I'm sure people like all the gear nerds are salivating. They see the stacks behind you.
Those little
So
guys.
yeah. Which for those that haven't seen or want a closer look, we did a rig post, I don't know, within the last couple weeks, uh featuring these two towering behemoths behind him. For Bringers of Disease, I saw you guys recently. What was it? This past week, within the past week, that you all played a show again.
No, that was Darkness Undying.
Darkness and Dying. Okay, my
Yeah.
bad.
Mm-hmm. Bringers. It's going to be a logistical nightmare, but there
Ah,
are hopes.
sure.
So, yeah, Zach's doing the acid bath thing, so he's gone a lot,
Right.
and we're all so spread out. John's in Chicago, Jeff's in Indy, I'm here, Logan's in Columbus. You know, it's a logistical nightmare, but when it does happen, it's going to be really really cool.
Hell yeah.
So, but yeah, Darkness was out last weekend. We brought that sleeping beast back to life back in November, and it also a logistical nightmare as Andy, our bass player, lives in Seattle, so we're limited as to what we can do, but we try to make the most of it when we can. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What did you end up rolling out to the show with gear wise?
So I run two heads through an ABY. So I
Okay.
run the Marshall DSL 100, and that's just got a power conditioner up on top of it, really. And the same with the 6505.
Hmm.
I was pushing the 6505 through some Randalls. I've got this
Mhm.
old Randall slant cab I've had for 20 some years. It's been everywhere with me, man. Um, and in a pinch, I bought another Randall cab without doing too much research, and I'm pretty unhappy with that little sack of shit. It's not what I wanted, I'll say
Mhm.
that. But the Marshall runs through two 1960 leads.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, and I run one on I run one speaker from each stack on
Hmm.
either side of the stage. So
Okay.
both heads are represented on both sides of the stage because we're three piece in Darkness Undying, and it
Right.
keeps it full, you know.
Yeah.
And when I drop one of the heads out for like, there's a part where I do some cleaner arpeggios and stuff. Uh, so I could drop one. I drop the PV out, you know,
Hmm.
because fuck tone. Uh, but yeah, the Marshall handles the clean stuff. It brings everything together out in the mix and out in the room. It tightens everything up, and that PV is my workhorse. That's where all the mean comes from, you know.
Mm. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a pretty cool blend. I don't think I've ever really messed with blending a 5150 with a Marshall, but it makes sense.
It was in a 6505 plus for the nerds. They're gonna freak out on you.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say 5150 for everything because there's like,
Yeah. No,
yeah,
absolutely, dude.
like,
Um,
yeah.
I was having some issues getting it all dialed in before the first set of shows, and I reached out to my buddy Johnny, Sammy's guitar tech, Johnny Araya, and he took some time out of his day and fucking helped me dial the shit in and get it to do what it's supposed, what I wanted it to do, you know.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with it where it's at. So,
Do you this is just technical nerdery that I'm curious about. Do you ever have much issue with sound guys miking two cabs and everything like that? Like,
um, I I could they'll mumble under their breath.
yeah.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? But like on this run, we rented a van, like a tour van for this last run, and space was kind of limited, so I ran two half stacks. I ran a half on each side,
Yeah.
instead of two full stacks. It looks so much fucking cooler with full stacks, man.
Oh, of
People,
course.
I was so bummed out about all these Cortexes and shit. You know, I want to see tube amplifiers, man. I want a wall of that shit. I
Right.
want to feel it in my fucking cavities in the back of my head. You know, but yeah. So I only took the two out, and there was a little bit of grumbling, but it's like, dude, if we had another guitar player, you'd be miking just as many fucking cabinets. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? What's your deal? Like,
I don't
we
think
get
that's unreasonable.
no, no, and we get more shit about like our drummer's got a kit, so they like to. We don't have enough mics. Like, well, fucking figure it out or don't host metal shows.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, is there ever like any kind of like weird phasing issues or anything like that that comes up, or is it just
No, that's kind of what I was dealing with when I had Johnny on the horn was
Mhm.
it's some of that shit. But it wasn't anything major. It was more or less me. I've never been a pedal guy. I've
Mhm.
never been. This is a first time thing for me running two stacks. I've never. I'm just trying to fill what's missing or
Mhm.
like take what's there and make it a little bit ballsier, you know.
Yeah.
And so I kind of had to figure out my signal chain and the phasing. I don't think was really that much. I had a nice wireless unit that would not work with both amps simultaneously. Like
Hmm.
even going through the signal chain and into the ABY, there was something about the amplifiers that thing said fuck this.
Hmm.
Um, I did, but I've got two new wireless units that I can use. You know, I got a main one and a backup one, and they work just fine. So make that make sense. You know.
Yeah. Uh, another kind of cool. I love when guitar players actually get the opportunity to do like to fill space like that. It really only truly works in one guitar bands. You know what I
Oh yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like doing a true like stereo rig
yeah.
or there's all sorts of tricks to doing it, like having like a 1 millisecond delay running kind of thing to make it
Yeah.
almost sound kind of mimic having two guitar players
Right.
offsetting them. Do you ever fuck with anything like that or like
No, I don't.
doublers?
And I mean, it doesn't, I'm not against that
Hmm.
by any stretch. But I'm pretty organic. Like I want what I'm doing to come out the way I'm doing it. You know, I
Hmm.
don't try to mask a lot of shit under effects. I run pretty raw tones,
Yeah,
and that's the way I want it. Uh, I'm also technologically disinclined. I'm an old fucking man, you know,
sure.
and so all these effects and I mean, we've had effects forever, but all this extra shit is like it's so new to me, man. You know,
Right.
it is a lot of fun to like dick around with a bunch of different things, but I'm like a little worried that I'm going to do something stupid and then I'll never be able to find what I have going on right now again. It'll
Mm.
get lost somewhere in the mire, you know?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it's more about just filling space as opposed to actually trying to accurately replicate two,
Yeah.
guitars.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm doing is filling space. I'm
Oh yeah.
not trying to act like I have another guitar player. And Jesus, if I did, it would be a really boring other guitar player playing the exact same notes I am, you know?
Sure. It's
But
I guess like off the top of my head, guys like Matt Pike, it's the same kind of principle for him where he's, just filling amps and cabs up there to cover a frequency spectrum to sound as
yeah,
big as possible.
yeah, absolutely, man. And he does it way better than I do. Like, I promise. You know, that guy does it right.
Yeah.
Um, but you know, it's one of those things, man. Like, do you want to pay to go watch some dude play into a pedal into a PA, or do you want to see a band that brings out a bunch of fucking amplifiers and like, you know, you lose something, man, up front when you don't have an actual amplifier on the stage.
Yeah.
You know,
Or or at least a cabinet.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Now I've seen the dudes run cabs with their cortexes and stuff, and it is what it is. But I don't know, man. I'll tell you what. I've seen a lot of dudes do that. The only band I've seen make it sound good was the Atlas Moth.
Okay.
Like they sounded like they had their amplifiers up there. They dialed in their sound properly.
Yeah.
Everybody else is just like a shortcut or something, man. And I saw. Did you go to the I Am Morbid tour?
I have not got to catch them at all yet. I've seen Morbid Angel twice, but I've never got to see I Am Morbid.
Well, um, I'm not even going to talk on that part,
Fair.
but Suffocation. I love those dudes. They're a great death metal band.
Yeah.
They yes, dude.
Yeah.
It's sad, dude. You couldn't differentiate between Terrence's guitar and the other guitar. Like
Oh yeah.
it was thin to me. It was thin. It was cold and digital. I mean, it being. I guess you could hear all their intricacies with the, you know, their picking hand and stuff, but it just it lost a lot, man.
Yeah.
There was that band Mortiferum came out first.
Yeah.
Well, not first, but they played before Suffo, and they played with amplifiers. And holy shit, I was blown away.
They're great.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, yeah, those guys do it right. And then there was that young band Noel from Tennessee.
Oh yeah, they're crazy, dude.
God damn, blew me away, man. I had no idea what to expect.
Yeah, they're just ugly as hell riffs.
And they set an air like a presence, man, with the
Yeah.
lamp thing. And like it, you know, I can see somebody trying to do that and it being really lame and hokey. That it was not lame whatsoever. There wasn't one lame thing about that band's performance. They blew me off out of the water, man. It was so freaking good. But then you got these old legacy bands that are just fucking damn near phoning it in, man.
Hmm.
Not even having amplifiers and stuff. And
Yeah.
choreographed vest removal is not a very good look. I am morbid. So,
Ooh. Ooh.
I'll say it.
Yeah, I've only got to see Suffo once, and it was one of the times I got to see Morbid Angel. Um, and every band on the bill that night was either some kind of 5150 variation. Suffo, they were they were still playing PVs, at least at that tour, but this was like 2015 or 16, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Suffocation they're on like digital rigs now. Is that the
That's what it sounded like to me.
really?
Hey,
Okay.
hey man, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that was my observation.
Sure.
So
But
could be wrong. I'm not shit talking it. I got a lot of friends that run them. You know,
yeah,
it just ain't for me, man. You can't replace the sound of a hot tube. You know,
sure.
it's
I man, I swear. Well, let me finish the first thought. Uh that show, every band was playing some variation of 5150, either a PV or an EVH, except for Morbid. They were playing their 900, same as they always had. And man, just the difference going from all the sea of 5150s to those old Marshalls that suck.
yeah.
Dude, Morbid was the best sounding band that night. Like, no shade to anybody else. They were all great. But then Morbid came on and it was just holy
Who
fuck.
was
Like
in the band at that time?
for Morbid, this was they hadn't put out that newer record yet, but it was Tucker,
Okay.
um and Dan Vadum Vaughn, whatever his name is,
Yeah, yeah,
was the other guitar.
yeah.
Um and it was when they came back and they were playing, I think they were just playing gateways or formulas.
Oh yeah. No, I think they were playing both of them. Maybe.
Okay.
I
I'm a
think
little
they were
fuzzy
doing
now, but
all of the Tucker era. They weren't doing any
sure.
David Vincent era, is what it was.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I remember that being a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then luckily the second time I saw them, they did play a little bit more of their like Vincent era classics, and it was a
yeah,
good mix.
yeah.
And but both times they just sounded great.
Oh yeah,
Um,
dude. I can. I don't know how many times I've seen Morbid Angel, but it's been a lot, and I've never left going, "Oh, that sucked." You know, it's always been a really, really good show, and uh, you just can't. I don't know, man. Trey's a fucking wizard, you know.
yeah.
Like, I don't understand how that guy writes the riffs he writes, and
He speaks like a wizard too.
yeah, 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 yeah. I had a stack of Morbid Angel vinyl, man, and they Trey came out to my. It was at Al Rosa Villa where Dime got killed in
Yeah.
Columbus, and Trey walked out to my car with me to sign all of my records, you know, and it
That's
was
awesome.
super. It was fucking cool. He's like, "Man, this is a great collection." I was like, "Thanks," you know.
Fuck yeah.
Uh, but I man, you know that I think Morbid Angel is one of those bands that I'll always like kind of fanboy out about a little bit. Man, they were like one of the first death metal bands that
Oh
I
yeah.
found, and you know, Altars and Blessed and Covenant. Holy shit, dude! Like
Yeah.
you just they're unfuckwithable.
Yeah.
It,
Dude, even just within the last like year or two, I've gone back and even listened to like the demo before Blessed.
oh
Uh
yeah, the Thy Kingdom Come,
or the yes, Thy Kingdom Come.
Abominations.
Yes. Thy
Yeah,
Kingdom Come.
yeah, I
And
got that 7 inch.
yeah, that one's not talked about nearly enough.
No, no, and then there's the Abominations of Desolation.
Yeah.
Um, that yeah, dude, that's it, I could celebrate the whole catalog with the exception of one record. We shouldn't talk about that one.
Yeah. uh,
Hey, getting old sucks. You really do kind of
yeah.
lose touch with like, and then watching your heroes get old and shit, and it's like, oh man, you used to be so cool. you know,
Yeah, that one was definitely a swing and a miss, but
it happens.
right.
Yeah.
Um definitely got off on a bit of a tangent.
Yeah.
What guitars did you what guitars have you been rolling with?
LTDs, man. LTD play an EX black metal and a EC deluxe.
Hmm.
Uh, I for both of those for Darkness Undying. The deluxe has a Seymour Duncan uh, blackout metal
Okay.
in it. That's a really killer pickup, man.
That's the
It's I don't know if
Sammy
you
one,
what's
right?
that?
That's the Sammy
It
uh
is.
pick, right?
Yep, yep. He told me it does one thing and it does it very, very well.
That's a good Sammy impression.
I yeah, I practiced that one a little.
Hell yeah.
The so yeah, I've got the blackout metal in there, and I left the 81 in the EX,
Hmm.
uh, and I'm happy with both of those. I used the deluxe uh, in Bringers for recording the new record,
Hmm.
and then I've got an EC black metal as well. I got an EC baritone,
Okay.
and then I got another white EC, but uh, yeah, I like them all a lot.
Hell yeah.
You can't beat an LTD guitar, man, for the money.
Oh
No.
yeah. No, they're killer.
Yeah.
I've got an Eclipse that I've had since 2012, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the 401 models.
Yes, I have a 401.
Yeah. And it's like the vintage black with the gold, all the gold hardware.
Oh,
I got the gold EMG headset in there.
uh-huh.
Um Honestly, it's a lot of gain. It's a
Yeah,
lot of gain in those pickups. They're cool, but I think I may get some like gold 81 X's or something, or even the 5766 or something in there. Something a
dial
little
it back a little.
little bit, just a little bit.
I can't have too much. You
It's a
know,
lot.
I'm
It's
I'm an excessive dude.
yeah,
Yeah, everything is to the utmost.
sure. Well, like one of my favorite guitar players in the world is Matt Sorg.
Mm-hmm.
Um I'm big fanboy. And, and I know he's like got the headset in a bunch of his Gibsons, and Ringworm is some of my favorite tones ever.
Oh yeah,
Not to mention all God knows how many other bands he's
yeah,
in.
yeah,
Uh and so I was like, yeah, I gotta try it. And it's one of those pickups that if you're running straight into an amp, you know, or maybe noise gate or whatever, like no boost, just
mhm,
just slamming the front of like especially like a tube head.
yeah,
They're I get it, you know,
yeah,
they're
yeah,
fucking killer.
yeah.
But
Hey, what do you think about the Fishmans?
I've had very very limited experience with them.
I've got
Uh
the baritone I have has Fishmans in it. Man, you
yeah,
talk about an articulate pickup.
they
It,
are. So like I've only really got to fuck with them in like guitar centers. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Not cranking them, no, nothing. So what little I've got to mess with them, I'm like, yeah, that's what I like about EMGs too. You know what I mean?
yeah,
like they're articulate, they got the compression, so everything pops. So
yeah,
like, volume and clarity, but like EMGs are a little bit more affordable, so I'm not really sure why I need to switch.
yeah. No, I get it. I've just been kind of playing around with a few things,
Yeah.
trying to really dial in what I'm doing as much as you can and leave it as raw as I like it.
Hmm.
Um, the Fishmans came with that baritone.
Sure.
And what I have that guitar because we've been talking about doing another Le Chant Funèbre album,
Hmm.
and and we like to be way down there for that funeral doom shit, you know. So,
Oh yeah.
uh, you know, when you get like a really clean and articulate pickup, it makes you realize where you're lacking with your picking hand, and you're like, oh shit, man. Like, so I definitely I gained some perspective with that
Yeah.
guitar, and had to do some drilling myself a little bit, you know,
Sure.
with with the muddier or noisier pickups. I can get away with a little bit of. I'm a sloppy player, man. I'm not going to mince words. Like I'm a sloppy player. I've always been a sloppy player. I make it work for me. Um, I'm sure there's people that'll disagree with that, but you know, I don't mind it. But yeah, that pickup, I really had to kind of look at myself in the mirror and go, all right, dude.
Well, dude, from all right. So here's an interesting talking point, I guess. Um, and it's kind of the similar train of thought of like uh trained musician, like theory trained musicians versus people that are, more like gut and feeling driven kind of thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Um, so, I'm always chasing articulation and clarity and all this stuff. And maybe I'm a masochist. I like to, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
you know, um, spent years enough practicing. I want to fucking hear the notes that I've worked hard to make pop on my,
yeah,
but, dude, like when I'm trying to, whenever I try to write something, I listen to, let's take a band like Blasphemy, right? It's a fucking wall of noise
yeah.
and it's so sick.
That's my
Um,
shit, bro.
yeah, and it's such a vibe, and I feel like I can't fucking get that. I don't know what it is.
Oh man,
Like like when I hear a lot of war metal bands, it's like
yeah.
the attack is just like to
It's
some
so
people it's like,
fucking
oh,
over
it's
the top.
sloppy and stuff, but it's like, yeah, well, I can't do it. I
Yeah,
can't like
yeah.
there's something to it. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. You know, and I've tried to harness that shit myself because I nothing lights a fire in me like Revenge or Blast. That whole Ross Bay cult
Oh,
thing, and fuck, dude, it's just so extreme,
yeah.
you know. And those dudes, I mean, of course, there's similarities in all those bands because they all cannibalize, you know.
Hmm.
Um, so that's how they've developed that little sound that
Yeah.
they have. But yeah, I can't replicate it, man. It's like Migwa. Like I listen to that band, and there's like this percussive droning to their guitar tone
Mm.
that just stays level. And I don't know if I'm hearing something different than other people, but like I don't know how they make their guitars sound the way they do.
I
Does that
I
make
think I know
sense?
what I think I know what you mean actually. Like,
I can clearly hear what all the different like what both guitar players are doing,
yeah.
but there's this ambient drone or whatever that I hear through it that like this. I don't know, man, but it's entrancing to me, man. And I spend a lot of time thinking about it, like how the fuck do they make that sound? You know?
It, yeah, it's such an underrated thing.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, like mad props to the guys that do that so well
man.
because I you take any of the, like, you know, guitar worlds, if is the guitar world even still a thing? Could
I think
take
so.
any of guitar worlds, many shredders, whatever, like, hot topic shredder they got going on right now. They're not going to be able to accurately play like with the same like vibe and
Dude,
conviction and everything.
I have preached long and hard from many mountaintops about like I'm not a technical player. I don't rip lead solos. It that never interested me. It seems like a lot of fun, but it's just not ever been what I've wanted to do. I like to write good driving riffs and song structures that take you somewhere
Hmm.
that you can the I don't know if it's emoting or whatever, but
Yeah.
there's an overwhelming cohesive feeling to each song, and uh, that's one of those things I think that people who know too much lose. I played with a guy that I played with several that were absolute shredders, and I'm not knocking that whatsoever. I can't do it, you know. But when it came to playing rhythms or somebody else's riffs or something, they lacked in that because they couldn't capture that emotion or the feeling behind that riff. They couldn't. I don't know. It's like once you know too much, you can't go back. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? There's
Yeah.
got to be a happy medium somewhere. I think.
Right.
And of course, there's dudes that Sammy Due, like that dude's a fucking shredder, but
Yeah.
he still emotes with his guitar as well, you know. So
Yeah.
there's always a an exception to a rule, you know.
Sure. It's interesting. There's also like if you were to look at the Venn diagram of it, I guess there's not a ton of guys that are into super technical, clean, virtuosic shredding that are also into lo-fi black metal, or you know what I mean? Like
That's
yeah,
valid.
yeah. It's like I don't know a whole lot of people beyond myself that will listen to Greg Howe like shred stuff or Richie Kotzen, and then also we'll go listen to Death Worship. You know what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Did and I'm not shit talking virtuosos and shredders. I love that. I love guitar. I'm in love
Oh
with the
yeah.
instrument and the sounds it makes, and all the different ways it can be used.
Hmm.
It's it lights a fire in you, but those virtuosos just shredding. It's more impressive to me to watch live.
Sure.
Um, it I don't know, man. It's few and far between where I want to hear it. You
Yeah.
know what's a good happy medium? Bands like Nevermore, Jeff Loomis.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude,
Glad they're back.
yeah, man. I haven't heard it yet. I haven't heard the track, but somebody told me they're doing World Dane some justice, and
Dude, that where is he from? I want to say the new singer and bass player, I want to say they're both from like Turkey or somewhere.
oh, really?
Yeah, and it's somewhere like that. And then the singer, dude, if you like close your eyes, it's kind of wild.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm
Awesome.
excited.
Yeah, man. They're
Uh,
great bands.
and they've always had like really sick like second guitar players to
Oh yeah.
go toe to toe with Jeff. Like,
Yeah.
from what I heard, the new guy, he's gonna do great.
Well, you can't lack anything and step into that role.
Right.
You know what I mean? You
Right.
have to be on your A game. I wouldn't even go. I wouldn't even put my feet on the floor in the morning. Like, fuck
Right.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Um. Well, what redirecting back to you, uh, where would you say like some of your biggest influences come from for how you play the way you do?
Oh man. Keith Richards and David Gilmour.
Fuck yeah,
Wrap your head around that, huh?
dude!
Uh,
Keith Richards is such an underrated rhythm player.
dude, here's the thing. He writes rhythms where you don't need leads.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He writes these rhythms to where there's just really not much else that you need there.
Right.
And that's kind of what I observed. My dad went to see the Rolling Stones when I was in fourth grade, and I was so fucking jealous. And
Hmm.
so, like, I kind of stud. I never got over it. We did go see him back in 2019. He took me to Philly to see him and made up for it.
Hmm.
But uh, but it I was just kind of like mesmerized by how he played the guitar,
Yeah.
and not just physically and visually how he played the guitar, although that was a big part of it, but like just the way he wrote those notes. And then David Gilmour, man, and Pete Floyd, and the way he writes and understands subtle nuances and where to put notes that other people, a little bend or something that other people aren't going to notice. But without it, it wouldn't be what it is, you know?
Right.
So I would say those two are huge influences in a very unexpected way, you know?
Sure.
Um, and then, man, I mean, just it, Trey Azagthoth, of course, dude, and his unconventional rhythm and picking hand, uh, and the way he busts riffs up, it was always a big thing for me. And then there's so many of my friends that like I look up to as players, you know. Of
Sure.
course, Sammy, Jeff Wilson, my bandmate and Bringers, who's done what Knock Mystium, Wolfhammer, Chrome Waves, and Vaughn, and everybody that's ever been worth a shit. He's probably played with. Um, and the way he writes his accompaniments, like in this really cool, stripped down, not overthought way, and it makes it really, really interesting. And I like what he does. And I kind of think about like some of his down pick stuff, the way he does that shit is something that I kind of keep close to my heart and in my head. I surely don't rip anybody off, but I like to pay attention to what my peers and my heroes do, and you know, learn from where they're at, what they're doing.
Hmm.
If that makes sense. That was a fucking rambling run-on sentence.
No, makes total sense. Um, Keeping your initial inspiration while always, adapting and observing what's going on around you.
Yeah,
Makes total sense.
it's many years ago, uh, when Gorguts Obscura came out, right?
Hmm.
They had nobody had heard from Gorguts in quite a while, and I saw that album sitting in the record store, and I was like, "Holy shit!" You know, a new Gorguts, because fucking Considered Dead and Erosion is Hated. Those are great records, right?
Yeah.
Great death metal records. So I picked it up and I took it over to my friend's house, man, and it was a bunch of musicians living together, and it's dudes that did. Do you remember a band called Rune? They were on. I think they were on Relapse there for a little while.
I'm not sure.
Great band. Some of those dudes went on to do Mouth of the Architect.
Okay.
Um, anyways, there's a bunch of musicians in the house. We put that uh, Obscura on and listened to it all the way through, and nobody said a single word.
Hmm.
And then when it was done, it's like, and I think I liked that, you know, it's like, yeah, it's fucking weird. Let's play it again. So we sat there and listened to it a second time all the way through. And it's like, holy shit, man, that is intense. And so they came through Ohio on that. Actually, it was the tour after that album, the next album that came through. And I went and I got to meet Luc Lemay and talk to him. And I was really interested because he went to college for music theory and composition and played the viola and stuff, and I was super stoked to talk to this guy. And I asked him what his best advice for me would be as a guitar player, and he said, go home and play your instrument and see what kind of fucked up sounds it can make. So I did,
I love that.
and fucking with picking techniques and pick placement and stuff. It's just there's so much more we can do with our guitars than we think about. Uh, you know,
Yeah.
I'm not doing weird shit in any of my bands, but sitting around the house, it's really fun to just kind of there's a whole world out there of sounds and tones and all these different things we can do. It's really fun.
Absolutely. Uh, Experimentation's
Yeah.
always one of the funnest parts
Oh yeah.
of creating music for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and man, what you said kind of reminded me of something I heard earlier. I was on a, this is going to be really funny for a lot of people, I guess, but I was on a Richie Kotzen kick. Um, and For those that don't know, he was big hair metal shredder, like a Shrapnel Records hair metal shredder guy back in the day. And over the years, is pretty much plays anything and everything. Um, he was talking about doing a session for like this like jazz fusion record, and it was like he was like 24 at the time, so still pretty young, incredibly talented dude, very well versed in theory and had done session work already. um but like you know these very accomplished jazz fusion musicians, he'd like, what's the key? And the drummer, who was kind of a seasoned vet by this point, puts his drumsticks down. He's like, don't worry, don't worry. Basically told him, don't worry about the key, don't worry about the time signature, and told the other people, don't tell him what it is
Yeah.
like, you need to hear the song, you need to go with the vibe of it, you can't, don't want you counting it, you need to feel it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just talked about how, like, what a big lesson that was for him.
Yeah.
um, and it's just, and I had college professors that kind of echoed similar. uh, it's good to know this stuff, to have the vocabulary,
100%.
but at the end of the day, that's not what you're going to use when making music. You still got to fucking feel it.
This kid I grew up with, well, I didn't grow up with him. He's from the small town where I was from. He was a fantastic guitar player, technically speaking. But it was so fucking dry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Oh
there
yeah.
was no like I think the kid today would have been considered on the spectrum, you know.
Mm.
Um, but he told me, he said music is only mathematics, and I was like, well, I guess technically that's true. It's a lot of numbers, but real music isn't mathematics.
Yeah.
That's not where you find the music. You know, you find the music like from harnessing a an emotion or a vibe, or like you're portraying something. Most of my music comes from a really dark place. From anger or depression. It's a positive outlet for all this
Yeah.
negativity I harbor. And but yeah, I that's awesome that they made him find the
Yeah.
pocket, so to speak, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's
and and uh further emphasize what you said. um Most of just honing in on rock and metal, most of the big leaps or progressions that were made in this genre were made by doing things wrong.
oh
uh,
yeah,
like, let's go back to the Kinks. They wanted a more aggressive guitar sound, and the amps weren't producing the distortion they wanted,
right.
so they sliced the speaker cone.
Yep, yep. I was just
Like,
listening to somebody talk about that the other day.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like, it's great.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, distortion came from pushing the fucking amp to the brink of exploding. Like,
yeah,
and it's like now we have attenuators and stuff, so we can dial it in but still push them.
sure,
But I don't know, man. I tell you, I still prefer to be really fucking loud, man.
yeah.
You know, but
Hmm.
but yeah, yeah. It's fun, man. Like how learning from or harnessing our mistakes. You
Hmm.
know, there's
Absolutely.
some great fucking riffs happen that way too, man. You know,
Right.
so it's or vocal techniques. There's just all sorts of shit that comes from doing shit the wrong way.
Yeah.
You know, who's to
Accent.
tell you it's wrong, anyways?
Sure. It's like Slayer harmonies are always parallel fifths. Like whatever given note they're playing, like the other guy's just playing a fifth up, almost like
Yeah,
the other half of a power chord.
yeah,
And then
it
like,
works.
yeah, it like there's a lot of music snobs that turn their nose up to that, like, oh, he's it's not, it may not be technically correct, like
Yeah,
as opposed to playing higher up in the same scale or something like
yeah,
that. But it
but
just
it made them stand out, man.
exactly.
That's the thing. That's why that's their sound. You know,
Yeah.
it. It, I don't know. I really, I probably sounded a bit fucking snobby earlier, talking shit about fucking fake amplifiers and taking your vests off at the same time on stage and shit. But
No.
uh, you know, I the fucking snobbery. I don't know, man. I don't get it. Some of the music I like is so fucking raw and unharnessed that it's almost not music. You know, it's just raw fucking aggression. And
If Blasphemy rolled out with a quad cortex, I would be disappointed.
I would hang myself.
Yeah. like there's a lot of bands, and I've even talked to some that's shocked me
Yeah,
that they were running. Now they still had like two cabs loaded up, like they were running a full stack, but that full stack was ran by a power amp and then just like either a pedal. Sometimes it's like just a fucking metal zone, which
yeah,
is kind of sick.
yeah, yeah.
like just a metal zone into a power amp is a fucking flex.
Old reliable, you know.
Dude, I got one right here.
Yeah, nice. You know what I just got recently was a turbo rat.
Oh, those are sick.
Yeah, fuck, man. You know,
That's the Doom special.
I'm
Well,
telling you, dude. I got it. I bought my better half a bass and a little rig and like um and I was like, oh, you know what this needs? So yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
I always kind of wanted, like what Trey had, like the rack, the
With the
the
two
the
Marshalls.
well, like for the Marshalls, but he has the rack mount rat distortion where it's like two rat distortions in a single rack unit, and he uses that to boost the Marshalls.
Oh man. You see, like I first and foremost, this shows my ignorance. Like I didn't realize that, and I didn't realize there were rack rats. So,
Well,
but
most
that's
people,
sick.
yeah, they were like, I don't even think they made them that long, and like a lot of people, he's the only person I know of that actually used that.
Dude,
Like,
he's a wizard, man.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that dude doesn't see things the same way the rest of the world does. You know?
acid helps.
Yeah, it does. I wouldn't know.
No, I don't.
I
That's
remember reading the liner notes, and it's like, "Wow, we whoop de doo," all the shit he says. I was just like, "What the fuck, man?" Some things are better left unread.
he. Did you know he has a YouTube channel?
Man, I wish I didn't know that because now I have to go.
Well, you would never, unless you knew it was him, you would never know it was him.
Is it just games?
It's a lot of it's games, and then just like, I don't know, just some randomness. It's the most confusing thing. I had to subscribe instantly when I found it.
Man,
Um,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know if I should give his YouTube channel away or not, but I don't know. I'll message it to you at least.
All right, yeah, text it to me because now curiosity, fucking, you're gonna ruin this guy for me. The
No,
UI
no.
video wasn't bad enough.
Honestly, it's like it's so strange, but it's on brand at the same time.
Yeah.
And
Oh, dude. Yeah. He's out there, man.
yeah,
And I genuinely think like it has some like spectrum type stuff to it. You now that everybody's kind of hip to that whole thing. Like a whole lot of my friends make a lot more sense now. Uh,
Right? Yeah.
and a lot of the people I've looked up to musically make a lot more sense now. It's like, oh fuck, dude, they're all just kind of autistic or something.
Yeah. It looks a lot different than what people thought it looked like
Yeah.
20 years ago or
Oh
something.
yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's like people are finally kind of getting a grasp of it, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think
Um,
that it seems to me like on the lesser end of that spectrum is where a lot of our artists and musicians kind of reside.
sure.
Is I don't know. I've never met a real artist or a real musician whose brain functioned. They're all at least neurodivergent. You know.
Yeah. A lot of I mean, it's pretty widely believed that a lot of our geniuses, like even like Albert Einstein, was believed to have possibly been on the spectrum. Obviously, there's no way to test for sure, but
Yeah.
you know, basing off firsthand accounts and in hindsight, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah. 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 For sure. I feel like a lot of I mean, I don't know. I'm just going off what I've seen and what I know, and I know some very very like nonverbal autistic people. Uh, a couple of my friends have children that are, but it's there's a depth of thought behind those eyes that you don't get from I don't know how to say it in a non-offensive way, but normal brained people or whatever.
Sure.
And man, just to be able to peer in there and see what's going on at some point would be just it interests me, man. I'm just fascinated by people whose minds work differently.
Yeah.
It's and again, man, some of the greatest art comes from people whose minds aren't working like the status quo.
Yeah. Have you did you ever see, boy, this is the most random episode. I think I love it.
I'm into it, man.
Yeah. We'll get back to music at some point, I promise. But have you have you seen it was a it's a thing online that I've seen on social media. It just circulates every now and then and pops back up in my feed, but it's a collection of drawings from an artist who his schizophrenia is gradually progressing, and as it's progressing you see the art just wildly change. It starts off as very really good, very realistic pictures of cats, and it gets just weirder and more like surreal,
Yeah,
and sometimes it's like kind of scary, other times it's psychedelic, and then
yeah,
it's wild. Other times it's
man.
like childish.
I
um
I I have not seen that, and I would really like to. Um, have you ever? So I had a friend that was a psych nurse.
mhm.
We had an occult group back in like the early 2000s, um, and we're kind of dealing with what they call schizophrenic magic. Have you ever heard of this stuff?
No.
It's a wild trip, man. But the he brought us a cassette from a schizophrenic nurse training session or whatever to give us an insight into what it's like to be schizophrenic.
Hmm.
So in this specific instance, there's no differentiation between any level of sound. Everything's at the same level. So it was taken from like a classroom experience. The kid across the room writing on their paper was the same volume as the teacher speaking, was the same volume as the kid's headphones next to him, was the same, and all of this shit's happening at once. And it was really eye opening, and it's like no fucking wonder they freak out, man.
Wow.
Like it was really really have you ever been like so overstimulated by everything around you that you're just about ready to bite somebody's face off?
uh
Like,
we found out last year, me and my son are both ADHD.
Yeah, yeah, here
So
too.
yeah, so that actually happens a lot.
Yes.
Um, I I definitely don't have like everything's the same volume, like, but my attention goes to so many things at once
Yeah.
that I'll have to have people. What is it? There's a car over here going off. What?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep. Yep.
you
And you
know,
can't unfocus from that shit.
yeah, yeah. So
Yep.
that's a real issue.
Oh yeah, man. I get it completely.
Yeah.
It's it I feel like I've I thought I was gonna say I feel like I've dialed myself in pretty okay without the meds, but I
Same.
clearly have not because we've been everywhere in this talk. So
Yeah. You know what? It's all coming together now. Oh, what
yeah.
a yeah, this was a formula for off the rails. But
Hey man, fuck it. Let's have a good time, you know?
it's like, so there's gonna be people that love this and people that hate it, and it's gonna say a lot about those people.
The psychiatric professionals might have a great time.
Yeah.
The people who are here to talk guitar nerdery are going to be like, I hate this dude so much. Please never have this guy back on your show.
I Hey, nothing will ever beat. Do you know the band Outer Heaven?
I don't think so.
Okay. Fairly newer band.
Outer, Outer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Outer Heaven. And I've had both their guitar players on the show at different times. I had their guitar player John on here a while back. We had I think it was over 3 hours long. And most of that time we were talking more about like aliens and
Man, you just opened another can, bro. I can go on and on about aliens.
dude, and it took so long for us to talk gear at all. We at least like cover that pretty early on.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
But
yeah.
like him and I, we were off the rails from the get go, talking movies and aliens, and I don't even remember what all else.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I was
Man,
like, I bet people hate. Like, I bet a lot of people watch that. They either loved it or hated it.
dude, that's my type of shit right there. You know, the more it bounces around, the weirder it gets, and the farther out in left field we go, I'm like, yeah, I'm in.
Speaking of far out, you got to have some kind of cool, like crazy, wild story from playing with Acheron, because I don't see that being normal tour life.
Uh, man, I would say St. Paul, Minnesota. Um, it was, we were playing with Terrorism at Station 4. Are you hip to Terrorism?
No,
Oh man, they are fantastic black metal, dude.
okay.
But the whole we were doing the Rights of the Black Mass tour, like the
Hmm.
re-release of the Rights of the Black Mass. So we were playing that album front to back, and the the people there, some of the fan base, I don't know. I get the picture. There is a pretty dark satanic community in St. Paul, Minnesota, and I met some pretty interesting cats.
Hmm.
But dude, they were just shredding Bibles. It was like a Bible confetti cannon. Like it was fucking everywhere. And they had brought this huge cross. The singer of Terrorism brought it. I think it might have came from some old cemetery or something. It came from somewhere. I don't know. But it was big. It was huge and it was old. And he's holding this giant inverted cross, man. That thing had to be 8 feet, I swear, man. At least in my head, it's that big. And I was like, holy fuck, that's a big cross. And then it was on the stage with all this shredded Bible. And there's a point where Vince and I both had our feet on this big ass cross while we were playing, the songs from Rights of the Black Mass. And it was fucking cool, man. It was a really cool show. Um, it was really cool too. And I'm still really, really good friends with Vincent. And he came out in November to one of the Darkness shows. Uh, and I've loved Acheron for a long time. So to get to be a part of the huge list of great musicians that have been in that band was really meaningful to me.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I was pretty bad on the drugs and alcohol at the time, and I might have missed a show in Mexico City, and that was probably pretty problematic. And now I'm ex, but
Eh,
that was a long, long time ago, and that was 19 years ago. God damn! But it was a lot of fun, and it was a real honor to play in that band. And I love that band. I love Vincent, and I'm so happy that he's brought it back to life again.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see what's next for Acheron. Um, because and that's dude, that's Vincent, man. Like
Yeah.
that band is Vincent, and he, I believe in my heart that Vincent Crowley should really focus on the Asher. I'm stoked he's doing his Vincent Crowley band thing. Whatever, it's great to see people have multiple outlets, but Asheron is it's a legacy band, you know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which I I was talking with him last year. We were going to do an episode of this, and
Oh, rad.
I think it was when he ended up having to have that surgery. So
Yeah.
we ended up having to postpone, and we just haven't gotten around to following up on that. I need to jump back on that, but
He's an awesome dude.
hell yeah, good
Yeah.
to hear.
Yeah.
And yeah, the story did not disappoint. It's exactly what I would expect from an Acheron show,
Yeah.
like just pure insanity and hedonism.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was really really cool, man. It was it, I think like Asheron's one of the only bands that can bring that out of people, you know, that can get those type of dudes out to a show that are gonna, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
It was a trip, man. It was a flashback to the early days of death metal and the satanic metal thing, you know, for sure.
hell yeah,
And it was a it's a favorite memory.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Um, here's a slightly related question. Um, for Darkness Undying, uh, you'll don the the ceremonial, you know,
The
face
paint.
paint,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
face paint, whatnot.
Yeah.
I was trying to get a black metal band off the ground. There's still going to be a record coming out at some point, but it's not going to be any live shows or nothing. Um, at one point, when it was going to be a live band, there was the back and forth discussion of wanting to do some kind of any kind of face paint or anything like that.
Yeah.
And for me, for what we were doing, for who we are, where we were from, I didn't feel it. I was like, I don't know. That feels forced. Doesn't feel very genuine coming from us for this and all that. It's like a lot of like I love so many bands that do it. Never look down on any of them for doing it, but it is a weird thing. Like for some bands, it would just feel inappropriate, and
Yeah.
it's like a weird case by case basis, I think.
I agree.
So that said, do you have any sort of like idea or philosophy behind it? Is it just like X band did it and I think that's sick, so I want to do it? Because
I
it doesn't come off as hokey or fake when you guys do it. Like it feels legit. Same as like when Blasphemy does it, even though it's different. It's not full corpse paint,
Yeah, yeah,
it's
we're doing the same way there.
right.
Back in the day, we did at times do the white as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I we talked about it this time around because we were gone for 15 years. You
Yeah.
know, when we decided to do this again, we talked about it, and I said no, no, man, like there was a lot more black metal aspect to Darkness Undying back in the early days.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but it's we've just gradually kind of drifted more towards the Black Death, death metal kind of thing. But it's very satanic. I always looked at Darkness Undying as a outlet for my philosophy and my belief systems, and so I kind of always considered the stage for Darkness Undying to be my pulpit. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm preaching to the fucking choir. Nobody's coming to a Darkness Undying show and converting to fucking Satanism or anything, but it I, there's got to be an air of validity and seriousness to for me. You know,
Sure.
so the paint comes from two separate places for me. Number one, it's always been my philosophy that if I'm playing a show, regardless of what band I'm in, I'm going to go above and beyond to do my best to give the people a show because they're coming and paying money to see me do what I enjoy doing, you know? And it would not be, I can't get up there in a pair of fucking cut off shorts and just phone it in.
Yeah.
So that's not fair. I'm not giving them the product they paid to see.
Right.
And so it's important to me to give as much of myself as I possibly can, and that involves the spikes, the bullets, the fucking the huge inverted crosses. I got the big inverted cross on my mic stand. Like it's it just I don't know. You go see a great band, and a great band is cool and all, but then you see a band come out and they've got spikes and bullets and blood, and it's just like, wow, fuck, they went the extra mile, man. This shit's awesome.
Yeah.
And on the off chance that it's some kid's first show, I want to scare the fuck out of them. Because
Right.
that's what happened to me when I was a kid. And I was like, God damn, man, it grabbed my attention. This shit used to be scary. And that's what I liked about it. So there's that aspect, man. And then, that whole satanic thing. It's that getting into changing yourself out of your normal everyday personality into who you are for this music and the stage, that transformation. And I'm not a nice person before I go on, and I'm not very nice directly after, you know, because I got to get in, I got to get my hate on, I got to
Yeah.
find my hateful spot. And that's where I reside for that, what, hour and a half throughout the whole process of getting ready and getting off. And, uh, but yeah, that's, I don't know. Yeah. It's, I saw something new uh, from working at the record store called Unblack Metal. Have you heard of this?
Oh yeah, like Christian black
Christian black
metal.
metal?
Yeah.
And these assholes are wearing corpse paint and shit. Man, nothing made me violently angry like that. I, you know, it's conversion tactics, man. But yeah, did I answer that question or did I ramble
Yes.
long enough?
Yeah. Nah, you did fine. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it like because it's been one of those things. Like there's a good few American black metal bands that don't do the paint,
yeah,
and like I don't know. It there's some that get away with it, some that don't, and it's like everybody just kind of instinctively knows when it's right versus not. You know what I mean?
yeah. And you can tell too. This might sound really shitty, and fuck, I might be one of those bands. I don't know, but you can kind of tell when kids are trying. Uh, how do you say this? When they're phoning it in by doing the paint, where it's like they're lacking one thing or whatever,
Hmm.
or they use like the shit from fucking Spirit
Spirit
Halloween or
Spirit Halloween or Party
yeah,
City or something.
like there's a whole level of commitment and professionalism that I think has to go along with it. Otherwise, it really falls flat on its face.
Yeah.
And I don't know. People have always seemed to enjoy when we've done it. Um, we enjoy it. You know, it sets the mood
Yeah.
in the right way. And yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't see Darkness Undying stopping that. But you know,
Hell
on
yeah.
the same level, Bringers of Disease would never do something like that. Like it doesn't fit the band. So
Right. Yeah.
yeah,
I can see that.
yeah.
This is kind of a dorky question. Who who has your favorite paint of any band that you like? It's a
Oh
dorky
shit!
question, I know.
What's that?
It's a dorky question, I know, but
Oh man, who? You know, I think maybe the Gaul era Gorgoroth.
okay.
You know
That's pretty cool.
those dudes fucking looked scary, man.
Yeah.
You know, they slopped it up and made it like way more gnarly.
Yeah.
And I got to see them play in Milwaukee, man.
That'd be
Uh,
cool.
I think it was '01. Man, and it was really something like that. That was they didn't have all the crosses or fire. It was the Milwaukee Metal Fest, and they were in a side room.
Mm,
But the stage presence really they didn't need all that shit, man. With their stage
yeah.
presence. Watain too, man. I
Ooh,
gotta, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Oh God, yeah. How could you not be?
Yeah, the black metal album that I'm working on when I have time. The two of the biggest influences, at least on my half, were Vatane and 1349.
Okay, yeah,
Um, which yeah, I just love the thrashier, more aggressive side of
yeah,
black metal, you know,
yeah.
which can still sometimes be catchy, you know.
Oh, Watain writes some seriously catchy, grooved out riffs, man.
Yeah.
And it's like Craft is the other one that really does that
Mm,
properly, man. Where you just find yourself wanting to bang your head
yeah,
until your fucking neck breaks. You know, they got those
absolutely.
riffs, man.
I love that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, you know who I was this feels like so like dorky fanboy, but you know who I always thought had cool paint was Belphegor. Like theirs just looks more corpsey. You know what I mean?
Man, I feel exactly the opposite about that.
Oh yeah.
I do, man. I'm a big fan of the early Belphegor stuff.
Sure.
Um, up until like I really liked Lucifer and Cestus a lot too.
Hmm.
But I feel like they're one of those bands that's way too death metal to for the paint. And then I'm stoked to hear an opposing viewpoint, you know.
Yeah.
But like the painted on red instead of just fucking using blood seems weird to me. Um, I don't know. I liked Belphegor Sans paint, man.
Yeah.
Um, but that was a long time ago, and this is their thing now, and this is what they're doing, and they're obviously doing it well. They have a lot of people coming out to
Yeah.
shows and buying their stuff.
They've
So
uh they've definitely upped the theatrics. That's
yeah,
who we just saw up in Ohio, by the
yeah,
way.
with
Was
Dinkant.
yeah, and Hate was there too.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Another band that dons the paint, they're even more into the death metal side of things, I think. Like uh there's a little bit of black metal with them, but they kind of remind me of sort of like what Behemoth used to do, where you had that very rhythmic, Morbid Angel-esque kind of heavy driving rhythms, and they just
like the
keep
Canica era Behemoth.
yes, and they
Yeah,
just keep like this very steady driving kind of pace the whole time. Like their pacing for their live set was fucking great.
yeah.
They wound up being my wife's favorite band that night.
Hey,
Yeah.
so I remember them coming out. I think in the late '90s.
Hmm.
Is that right?
That sounds about right.
And then did they? go away? Like I just heard about Hate again recently. I feel like they were one of those bands that disappeared for a little while and came back, but I could be completely wrong.
If they, I'm not sure if, because I got into them somewhere between, I want to say 2010 and 2012.
And they were still active.
Well, they were active from then till now. So if there was some time in
I
between,
dropped I dropped the ball. That's all on me then. I remember them being a good death metal band. I remember them
yeah,
being really blasty, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
yeah.
Um, I, I, in my head, I don't know if they toured with them or not, but I had in my head, and I did a lot of drugs and alcohol between that and here. It's I had them kind of in the Christian category, but
That's kind of fair.
is
That's
it okay?
like the percussiveness of it and like that. Yeah, I can kind of hear it.
Okay,
Um, where Christine almost does like they do these beats that almost sound like an army marching or something.
yeah, man,
I, that's
those dudes kill it, dude.
uh, I,
Yeah.
I was on a huge Christian kick yesterday.
Oh hell
Actually,
yeah, man!
I love.
I love Christine. I saw them in Angel Corpse, Immortal, and Satyricon back in
Fuck
the
yeah,
day. Dude, that
oh,
was a fuck. That was a fucking show, man.
fuck yeah,
Um, but yeah, so hates doing the paint now. You say?
yeah. They've been doing it a good minute too. Um,
I I was gonna say you mentioned the Behemoth thing, and I feel like Behemoth kind of changed that landscape for bands to have more death metal because Behemoth was way more black metal band in the beginning,
oh yeah,
and then like Satanica came out, and that album was a big inspiration to me in Darkness Undying,
yeah,
as well as like those old Belphegor, that Black Death kind of thing that were mixed,
right,
and then sorry, Behemoth has taken their stage appearance, their personalities, and their paint a whole different direction, right? Away far away from the traditional shit.
yeah. They're kind of
And
just like in their own
yeah, they've
thing
developed
now.
their own thing. I granted, like I'm not really a fan of what they're doing now, but
No,
I get it. And I mean the dude's killing it and willing to go to prison for it. So I gotta give him props there,
sure.
Um, but I feel like they opened a door to where the paint thing can get a little confusing. They've introduced a gray area, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I don't participate in that. I don't reside like I reside in that gray area for sure with Darkness Undying, but it's I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting to look at the how things progress and
Yeah.
transpire and get to where they're at.
Yeah. Now we have Ghost. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
The best thing I ever heard was uh, I've heard more aggressive guitar tones on a Johnny Cash record. Yeah. Or I heard I liked them better when they were still called Blue Oyster Cult.
I've heard that. I've heard that one. Oh man.
Oh my god, man. Oof.
It
Uh, this shit's bad.
if when my oldest son was a bit younger, that was like one of the bands that he was like really, really into. And
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? This beats Sesame Street, at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Like of
100%, man.
it's like if my kid, if he's into it, all right, let's fucking
Yeah, it's
jam it.
a gateway, man. It's a gateway.
Yeah. And
It,
now Death Crush is one of his favorite albums.
fuck yeah, dude. My eldest daughter, she's a senior, and I never pushed my musical taste,
Ah,
but she heard it all.
sure.
And she went and found the extreme metal on her own. And of course, like, she's so goddamn cool, man. She's grown up around the bands and stuff. So she doesn't get the fangirl thing whatsoever.
Yeah.
And she's been backstage at the big fests and found her own way to catering. She met up with me and Sammy in catering, and we weren't even expecting her. And I was just like, God, look how fucking cool this kid is. But yeah, she would find something that she liked, and I would tell her, "Hey, if you like that, like she liked Cradle of Filth at first,"
Yeah.
and I said, "Hey, if you like Cradle of Filth, you should listen to Hecate Enthroned because that's what Cradle of Filth wishes they were." And
Yeah.
so that's like her favorite fucking band now. But she's
Same.
and
Same.
she's schooling me, man, on this DSBM thing.
Hmm.
I just found oh shit, nocturnal depression.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, man, that shit is fucking awesome. So I asked her, I said, "You like nocturnal depression?" She goes, "Oh yeah." I said, "Well, why the hell have you been holding out?" She goes, "I just didn't think you'd like it, Dad." I was like, "Oh well, yeah, I hate metal." So so she made me and my better half a playlist of DSPM stuff to check out.
That's
And I was
awesome.
like, well, fuck, the tables have turned.
Right?
But it's cool, man. It's cool to watch your children get into the same shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she's my little show homie. We go to shows and
Yep.
listen to the metal. She's way into it. So
Hell yeah. Yeah. I've taken my oldest to a couple of shows now, and um he was cameraman for me when we did a rig rundown with Dallas at a Narcotic Wasteland show,
oh yeah, yeah,
and took him to a local hardcore show that he was real into as well, and
yeah,
he's just loving it. I think he likes the other than black metal, he likes a lot of the real moshy kind of stuff.
yeah, yeah. Sure. How old is he?
He's 11, getting ready to turn
11. Yeah, of
12.
course he likes the mossy shit, man. He's in
Yeah,
that primal state now.
yeah.
Yeah. It connects. You hear those riffs, man, and it connects that 13-year-old like fucking testosterone's kicking in. I need to beat somebody up. Fucking part of your brain,
Yep.
and you go caveman. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah, that's good shit, man.
Well, man, we've been all over the place.
Yeah.
I want to hit you with one more good talking point to kind of bring us into the finish line here. We kind of always close these out with the top four, you know, top four death metal albums.
Oh, okay,
For you, we can muddy the waters with some black metal or Black and Death.
okay.
Four extreme albums. How about that?
Before we do that, can I make one little side note because we missed
Absolutely.
one thing in this conversation.
Yeah.
We danced all over the place, but we didn't talk about pedals.
Oh, you know what? Like I just you made a comment you were not being much of a pedal guy, and I was just like, okay, no, yeah,
Well,
yeah. What
uh,
we got?
well, we've got a mutual friend, I believe, in Michael Klein.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Dude, that guy, what a dude, right? Yeah,
Oh,
I could
dude,
tell that dude I want a phaser with a laser beam, and I'm pretty sure he'd figure it out.
exactly,
But,
dude. He's hooked me up with some pretty cool shit, and
dude, it's
we
unreal.
we even we got a theme going with everything he builds me from that he's built me so far till he quits building. Uh, mine and my wife's band is typo negative,
Yeah, yeah. Everything's black and green.
clearly, and
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
and yeah. So everything not only is it a it's over on the shelf. I won't get it, but not only is it all black and green, like he's even doing like the little wraparound fonts like they would always do on their albums and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like every pedal's been like named a song like Black Number One, Everything Dies, shit like
I
that.
love that. Yeah,
Like
man. He
he's hooked it up. But yeah, dude, climb pedals, what you got, man?
I run into a diebook
Hell yeah.
or Dybbuk or whatever, Sammy's pedal.
Yeah.
And I run that as a boost, and when things really need to tighten up, trend pick, single note stuff, I throw that guy on there. And then that dude runs into the Lonely Ghost.
Nice.
I run that on my like clean arpeggio kind of parts,
Mm-hmm.
and that runs into the ball gag, man. And that is it. It's
Fuck
a
yeah.
very simple pedal board. And but Michael Klein's wizardry is, you don't need all that other stuff.
Yeah.
That dude does it right. And if you aren't playing through Michael Klein pedals, you're doing yourself a great injustice. I just want to throw that. I want to give that dude props. We met out in Chicago at the Acid Bath show at the Salt Shed,
Mm-hmm.
and no, I didn't know he was going to be there, man. We got in and went up to the green room, and he was sitting there, and he said, "Hey, did you notice who the fuck's sitting over there?" And I said, "Holy shit, man!" And yeah, it was awesome, man, hanging out with that dude, and what a great guy, and
Oh, he's a sweetheart.
yeah, man, and his passion for sound, like it's intoxicating, man. It's infectious, to somebody who loves what they're doing that much.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't help but feel that passion when you talk to them or you're around them, and I think that's fucking awesome, man.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, go get
And
those pedals. They're worth it.
I I actually so the first pedal I ever bought from him and became, buds with him. It was before I even started doing this channel. Um, so yeah, he's a real one for sure.
Yeah.
Like hooked me up and built me like the custom like typo pedal and everything. And I was just some random asshole on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, always, and I'd love just seeing how much he's blown up and all
Oh
this
yeah,
stuff.
dude.
It's so
Well,
cool to
having
see.
Sammy's endorsement doesn't hurt anybody,
Yeah, yeah,
you know.
right.
uh,
Dude, his stuff is even wound up on like Trivium rig rundowns now. It's
oh really? No
friggin'
shit.
crazy.
Wow,
It's
man.
crazy shit.
Um, I we were playing a show in Columbus,
Hmm.
and I set my pedal. My fuck. Let me see if I can get it. Fuck. Ah, it's all plugged in and shit. I'm not gonna fuck with it. But it's kind of eye catching because I got two big like antique wooden crosses like down
Oh
on the
yeah,
pedal board to fill up some space.
yeah.
And this kid, like when I pulled it out, set it in its space, this kid said, "Holy shit, man! Look at that pedal board!" And I was like, "Oh yeah, you like this cross?" And he's like, "Michael Klein," and I was like, "Oh okay." He's like, "You got three Michael Kleins," and he's like shitting himself about it. And I was like, "God damn, that's fucking." I've never had gear where some kid freaks out about my rig, So that was
Right.
pretty fucking cool.
That's
Yeah.
oh, that's
All right, 4 albums, huh?
yes, sir.
Man, Altered to Madness.
Hell yeah.
No way around that one.
Right.
Man, I'm gonna do so. I did Tales from the Riff earlier in the week,
Yeah.
and um, he asked me for six, and so I'm gonna try. I did Altered to Madness. I said, but I'm gonna change it up this time, huh?
Okay.
Let's see. Migwa, Exercise and Futility.
Okay.
I think that's one of the most brilliant records I've ever heard.
My drummer would be really excited about that.
Uh,
That is
it's
one of
it's
his favorite bands.
dude, it's I don't know. That thing's a masterpiece, man.
It's fucking great.
Um, I'm gonna go with the homies, man. I'm gonna go Goat Horror, Angels Hung from the Arches of Heaven. Uh, that song, and I was born from the wound of perdition. I think is the title. Is one of the best extreme metal songs, best composed metal. So I told Sammy I think that thing's a masterpiece. I want to hear somebody orchestrate that fucking tune.
Hmm.
because I can hear it. I can hear all the strings and shit, man, in my
Yeah.
head when I hear that song. That's a brilliant song. It's a masterpiece. And see one more. You're probably expecting me to go war metal, huh?
I mean, you don't have to.
Oh man. You know what, dude? I'm gonna split it down the middle. I'm gonna go two records for my fourth, and I'm gonna say Death Worship. The name of the record escapes me. Uh, that Death Worship shit is so good.
Hmm.
Um, Ryan Forster, man, he's taking the Conqueror and Blasphemy thing in that band and like harnessing it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like he's like pulling it together, so it's like mildly
absolutely.
more cohesive, if that
It's
makes sense.
it's like a little more riffy, a little less wall of
Yeah,
sound.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's so good. And but on the inverse of that, I'm going to go with an old Swedish black metal band that most people have never fucking heard of, and that's an injustice called Thy Primordial. Have you heard of them?
I have not. I need to
It's
now.
uh, it's a little. I wouldn't listen to it if it came out today. It's very melodic,
Okay.
but that they had an album called "Where Only Seasons Mark the Paths of Time," and I got that back in the '90s,
Yeah.
and it changed things for me. That album, the way you could use melodies and harmonies to uh, you could make something pretty and dark simultaneously. You know,
Yeah.
uh, and they used a lap steel guitar on an instrumental tune in
Hmm.
that album. And I love that album so much. It holds such a place in my heart that when we did this New Bringers of Disease record, I had a Jeff use his steel guitar on one of the tracks. So
That rules.
that's a subtle nod to that album that nobody would get unless I told them, you know?
Yeah. No, I love it. I love lap steel. Um, one of my favorite records features some lap steel in a s- song from a band you wouldn't expect. Integrity
Oh
on
yeah, yeah.
that howling for the night was I always fuck up the title of the album.
And I love integrity.
But yeah, the howling record that had Don
Yeah,
Romeo on it, and like such a weird record, and it's so cool.
yeah. So you're an integrity fan?
Yeah.
I've got the integrity side warfare split seven
Okay.
where it had the warning label that you couldn't play the side warfare side at 78 RPMs or whatever around epileptics or pets. I thought that shit was so cool back then. I was like, fuck yeah, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Integrity
dude.
rules, man.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, man, is anything you want to plug before we hop off here?
We
Or?
got the new Bringers of Disease coming out. The new single dropped on Monday. It's streaming everywhere now. You can see the visualizer on YouTube. You can go pre-order the vinyl or the cassette. I think we got some shirts and stuff on there too on our Bandcamp. Um, so yeah, the new Bringers of Disease, man. I'm really stoked on it. I'm really proud of it. I'm very very happy to have brought that one back to life as well. And what a welcome back from 13 years of inactivity to have so many talented friends believe in it and be a part of it with Jeff Wilson, Zach Simmons, John Necromancer, uh, Ben Falgu was doing guest vocals. You've got Sonny from Necrot doing a guest lead, and
Oh,
Nate
fuck
from
yeah.
Skeleton Witch does a guest lead on the album. And it's
Love
I
it.
don't know, it's kind of like my dream team all came together to make this record, and it's it's I don't know. I'm pretty flattered and humbled to have those dudes doing this shit with me. You know?
Love it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Hell yeah, man. Can't wait to hear more of it.
Thank you.
Well, Jason, this has been a blast.
Yeah, man, I've enjoyed it.
Thank you for entertaining my ADHD with your ADHD.
It's a volatile combination, but we had a good time.
Fuck yeah, dude. We'll have to do this again sometime.
I would love to.
One of these days, we'll get together, do a tour of Catacomb Records, maybe
Yeah,
do like
man.
an in-person rig rundown, something.
Guys, bring the family up. We'll grill out. We'll swim. We got the pool and shit here, man. Go see the record store, hang out, eat some pizza, whatever, you know?
Hell yeah.
You
Love
guys
it.
are welcome.
Appreciate that, man. And likewise.
Cool, man. We'll see you soon.
See you, buddy. Have a
Take
good
care.
weekend.